It's so interesting when I look back because now they're a little.
Hi, stop.
And
Watching this video about a woman whose husband committed suicide. Oh, interesting. She does give covert narcissistic vibes. LOL. Don't you think it's pretty tasteless for me to comment on this?
for real, it's interesting because
It's not interesting is not the right word, I feel.
there were no signs at that moment for me. I didn't know. And even the day is coming home. I
Like, if
remember
your
when
spouse committed suicide, we'd be like, this is really
we got
interesting.
home, we made a dance video.
My view on
There's
covert narcissism is that they really are narcissists, but they will never
a
admit
dance,
it.
and we had dinner. And you,
I think I had the same problem for a very long time since I discovered that
there
word.
weren't
Like,
signs.
you were a covert narcissist. I mean, we probably all are to some extent. I feel like you kind of have to be to some
Is
extent.
so
'Cause everyone has to, like, lie about everything to, like, get a job. Yeah, to some extent, we all are. Most important stuff to counter that is to feel free to make fun of yourself and don't get mad.
You know-
First time AI heard that word, I was watching the Chris Watts case. Have you heard of it? Yeah, that was hilarious. That was a very disturbing case for like 10 years ago in the USA. Yeah. There's like a whole community of people online that are like, actually, his wife was evil. And you're like, what? Does that really matter? You still can't like kill your kids.
That there is ever going to
I feel like the way he was walking out of prison, he's like trying to walk in like a cool way.
be a satisfactory answer for anyone.
Don't you feel like he's walking kind of weird? Anyway, I don't know.
He
Like
could've felt-
like a horror comedy film. That scene with the cop body cam was surreal, yeah.
comfortable asking for help.
How are you like married? I guess I don't understand like marriage. I
Wanting
guess
to
you just like don't even know the other person
talk
like
to
at
his
all, and you just lie about everything and like
Friends or
that
loved
kind of
ones,
sucks.
or even for myself, I've had some major lows, you know, as I'm trying to figure this out and navigate this myself, and I'm very scared to ask
Well,
for
yeah,
help.
isn't that obvious? If your spouse killed themselves,
And I'm
wouldn't you be feeling kind of
learning
not great?
how-
We've seen the Elon Musk crying video when he was asked about Buzz Aldrin. No, I haven't seen that. Almost like he knew something we didn't. That sounds really interesting. No, I haven't seen that.
Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight and the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
It's like they can suck a dick.
I was very sad to see that because those guys are, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here.
He's playing that those are his heroes. I don't really buy that.
Help make spaceflight accessible to almost anyone, and I would.
It's not going to be accessible to almost anyone. Why would that? Doesn't even make any sense. Neil Armstrong cryptic speech.
Today we have with us a group of students among America's best. To you, we say we have only
Well,
completed
the music doesn't really help. The music is.
you much that is
I hate the blue, like, official Ministry of Truth bubble. This is the truth, according to the most powerful people. It's like,
ideas.
shut up. It's probably wrong. Read the comments from the Apollo 1 press conference. Aldrin's personal life is shit. His marriage started falling apart. He had history of depression and alcoholism before Apollo 11. His own mother committed suicide a year before the mission. He blames himself. What the fuck? Why is he sad? It sucks if I made a video where I even joke about that. My social credit score will be subtracted by like 1,000,000 points, even though it's just a joke. They keep looking at each other like three kids who were in the cookie jar. I believe they went, by the way, but saw something they were never supposed to reveal. That's pretty exciting. It is like weird that they're like, we forgot how we went to the moon and we like accidentally deleted all of the like information about how to do that. Like, didn't they claim they're like, we don't know how to go back to the moon. We like forgot. We accidentally like burned all the documents. It's like, could you just not do that? Could you just not burn all of the landing on the moon documents? Like, of any documents you're gonna lose, could you maybe like hold on to that? I heard about that too. These are either three guys who have not really been to the moon or three guys who have been to the moon but saw things that shocked them to the core. They were very uncomfortable with the lies they are required to tell, even depressed. Surprised this is on YouTube. Maybe they just like are just trying to make everyone think that they're lying. Maybe they did go to the moon, but they're like, we want a lot of people to think that we didn't so that we can lie about other shit. So it's just like really confusing. They were violated on the moon by aliens. They came from a funeral, the funeral of truth. These guys should be over the moon happy. Really? Because they went to the moon?
I had dealt
What
with an
was
ex
that?
had
I'm trying to think of something really scary to show you, but I don't know what exactly. That's okay. You could take
whole
your
time.
time, and if the stream becomes boring, you
And
can
I thought for a
come
moment
back,
I
I
had
guess.
to
It
get
feels like they weren't that like
through
close or
those
something,
triggers.
but I'm like, is that like every marriage? You're just like, I don't really know
and
anything about my
that's where I'm at
spouse.
now. Is I'm trying to make sure
We just like
even if I
have kids, but I don't like
hit
know
a
them at
low,
all.
If I hit something really hard, I just can channel it and realize it and fix it.
Isn't this weird? Do you want to
Friends
do
realize
some
it
modeling
and fix
for
it.
your spouse's death video? 9/11 calls of the weepy voiced killer. It's like 1 minute. Okay. That is pretty disturbing. I mean, how shitty are the police? Do you keep calling the police saying you killed people? Like, didn't they have the technology to track people like this? I read this interesting conspiracy theory that a lot of serial killers were like fake or like allowed to happen just to like sow like mistrust from like the population. Here's public phones. Yeah, but still, if we could put a person on the moon like 20 years before that, we can't like track where a phone call is coming from. He was known as the weepy voice killer due to a series of telephone calls he made in a remorseful and high-pitched voice. Have you seen like the Dr. Phil serial like killer guy, like the or guy that like this guy? He's like, oh, he killed my mother. Or whatever.
And why did you kill her?
She wasn't taking care of my family.
It's just like the typical Reddit user.
Yeah.
What creates a monster? He used Reddit too much.
This wet thumping sound.
Do you think he's like doing a bit? He's like, are you trying to be funny? Are you trying to be funny right now? Because it's not funny. He changed his story 3 times. He isn't possessed. He's just psychotic. I wonder what he's doing now. He is definitely deeply traumatized. Who knows what happened to him? Just on Reddit too much. Used to be normal. Then he got a Reddit account. And then this happened.
I just thought she deserved it.
Being on Reddit too much does traumatize people, lol. I disagree with the fact that becoming possessed isn't something that happens in my experience. It's 100% real. What does that mean? You're possessed? I used to be like this guy. Then I deleted my Reddit account. But anyway, that guy's like the opposite of the weepy-faced killer. So many different types of killers. It's like Chris Watts. Chris Watts is the most annoying serial killer of all time.
So I started jotting things down, but it is interesting when you're on this healing journey and the journey that I've been on.
She keeps saying it's interesting. I feel like it's not interesting. What was the most interesting aspect of your husband's death? She's like, well, I knew nothing about him, I guess. I feel like I'm going to hell for like commenting on this.
Did it, and I'm really proud of what
But-
work has been put out.
Did she write a book
I'm really
afterwards?
proud that I did it, and I'm really proud of what work has
This far. Oh my god, she literally wrote a book about it. Oh my god.
put out.
She's
and
proud of this book. Oh my god. I'm a Reddit enthusiast for 5 years, but I don't even have an account. I just read other people's takes on different subjects.
Family and
Oh, watch out, because you're going to become like this if you're not careful. If you become a moderator, you'll become like this.
Did she make a noise?
I could just hear the
This happens when you reach 10,000 karma. If you ever make an account and then you find yourself at Home Depot and you're looking at the sledgehammers, just delete your account immediately.
thumping sound.
Because you're gonna
they
become that
look
guy.
to us and they lean on us.
Isn't it annoying that she doesn't have a Wikipedia article? Why would you want to do a photo
With our
shoot like
lives
this?
being as-
I guess it's like to promote her book. I guess that's the entire point of this video. It's not that hard to explain.
But all I can wish and hope is that they find the light in themselves to keep moving forward.
There is no light.
I decided to take my ring off a couple months after because I always turn my rings.
Why is she smiling?
And I
It's so
always
weird.
like twist them and play
Stop
with
smiling.
them. And not even out of nerves, it's just kind of like I just constantly am turning my rings and like playing with my jewelry.
It's not funny.
And I would find myself doing it with my ring. It would immediately, even on a good day, I'd be turning my ring and it
It's
would
important to forget him. That's what I got from that.
immediately. I feel like what I was able to do was let go of some of my darkness and find the light again. And it's
Oh
not
my god, she keeps saying
that
light.
darkness is
I feel like if you're obsessed with finding the light,
is
it
something
like
that you
doesn't
can avoid.
exist.
You're gonna have highs and lows in your life, and it just
If I were the interviewer, I would interrupt. I'd be like,
starting to feel so
there is no
heavy
light.
and- I feel happier than ever. I really
Oh
do.
my
and I'm really
god.
grateful
Oh my
choice to
god.
open myself
She's happier than ever.
My love and partnership has a completely different energy and a completely different feel now. It feels like a love that's been lived with
Oh
before.
my
It feels
God.
like freedom in it, and I feel so safe and secure.
Oh my God.
And more to my feminine side, and I feel so much more alive, and I
Oh my God.
feel so loved.
Oh my
and so
God.
I'm so because Adam is wonderful.
Oh
I'm
my
excited
God.
for my kids, their
What the
futures,
fuck?
and seeing me and Wesley are going to be having a podcast coming out.
Very special episode of the Jamie Kern Lima Show. From So You Think You Can Dance to Dancing with the Stars, Allison Holker is an Emmy-nominated choreographer, dancer.
I never knew shows like this existed. I feel like if you watch a show like this, you're not like fully human.
He took his own life, leaving behind his wife Allison and her 3 kids, and leaving millions of people asking, how could this have happened? Today, Allison...
I'm gonna try and focus to move something in your room. Tell me if you notice something, feel your like strange noises or something. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks for that. When people tell you to like allow yourself to do something, I'm just like, no.
Intention is everything, and I would love to just
I wonder if you shoot a laser at this book, if it bounces off. You are
family,
worthy and you're a
that you're
truth,
sharing.
whatever. This music is so bad. Holy shit. Holy fuck, this music sucks. Can I ask you a question? When you're trying to move an object in my room, like, how does that work? Do you try to, like, picture the stuff in my room and then, like, pick something? My favorite book growing up was about a guy with telepathy. It was called Young Adult Novel. And this, like, had such an impact on me growing up. I read it again as an adult. I was like, this sucks. But when I was reading it as a kid, I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. And he's a member of the Wild Data Ducks and avant-garde movement. I am putting my trust in other factors. Like, I just say something weird, then something weird happens. Like universal synchronicity. I think it becomes more clearer and clearer that when we dream, we actually leave our bodies. We transform into light orbs and roam the earth. The question is if the dream state is the hallucination or the reality one. My intuition tells me that waking life is the illusion part. The dream state is the true reality. So in a way, when you are awake, everyone is God besides you. When you dream, it's vice versa. Yeah, I kind of believe that too. I mean, like, I have had certain dreams that feel more real than reality, and then I'm just like going through the day and like it doesn't feel as real as the dream I just had. I had a dream diary on my laptop, but my house burnt down like 4 months ago and I lost all my electronics. But everyone survived, and now we almost rebuilt the house. But I lost like at least 100 dreams that I wrote down. Really, it's important to write them down, especially the interesting ones. You need to remember every detail from the dream. Maybe I'm depressed because like everyone in this world is like, it's so empty and so like lacking in meaning.